go. Frustrated Rockstars shooting another podcast here. It's Jeff. I'm Justin. We are the Frustrated Rockstars, former radio team now we're out on the internet.
Well, wouldn't you rather...
We're in Singapore right
because now. We want to talk about rock and roll and not the
title and artist and the weather and the time.
Well, or what you can win $500 by registering at the website or listening to the morning show or whatever.
We'll be down at John's Rib Shack.
Yeah, but no, we want to talk rock and roll. So let's talk about cover songs.
Yeah, let's talk about cover songs. I myself, as a rule, am not a big fan of cover songs.
Right, but
I hate them live.
But
I don't care who does them. I hate them live.
Wait, but I like going to a concert and you hear a cover song out of the blue, like Metallica playing a Black Sabbath song out of the blue. You don't like it?
No.
You want all Metallica.
I want Metallica. I don't want to hear solo material from someone in the band that is a solo artist as well. I want to hear Metallica songs.
Oh, wow.
That's just me. I paid my money. I want 18 Metallica songs. I don't want to hear them do Sweet Home Alabama because we're in the South.
But what if it's something like a Black Sabbath? You go to a concert, you want purely that. End of story.
I'm not getting up and leaving, but I would prefer to have Creeping Death.
Right. Or Harvester of Sorrow.
I'm going to leave there going, God, I wish I could have heard Seek and Destroy.
Actually,
and that's 4 minutes I could have heard it.
That's time they could play a deeper cut.
Right.
Versus
I'd rather hear Metallica.
Enter Sandman over and over. Anyway.
That's just me.
But sometimes when a band covers a song, it's known, it works for them.
Sure.
I think the best example is Van Halen doing You Really Got Me. You hear You Really Got Me by Van Halen more than the Kinks version.
Yeah, it's
hands down. That's one that went better than. What other cover songs are new or better than the original?
The Beatles doing Twist and Shout over the Isley Brothers. Don't go.
No, but
that song's huge.
But yes, but back then it was more about the white artist stealing from the black artist.
Still a better cover song.
Well, okay, you're right.
To this day, played. I don't. Is it Alien Ant Farm that does the Land of Confusion cover?
No. That is Disturbed.
I love that version.
It's not bad, but you know why that version works? It's because that song is so good, the original.
Yes, it's a wonderful song. I love that song.
Anybody could,
But they kind of like, they kind of
give that new sound, that new production sound, where all it is a guitar going like this and Pro Tools doing the rest.
All right, I understand.
Whole nother topic. Okay.
I like Guns N' Roses doing Mama Kin.
Yeah.
I like that better. It's grittier.
Although, according to rock legend, the live side of Guns N' Roses Live was not live. It was basically recorded in a studio, and they added.
I don't agree with that at all. I could be wrong.
You may be reading about it in the Slash biography.
I'm going to read about that because it sounds live to me.
Of course, that's what they do in the studio. They make it sound live.
But the crowd noises are different.
Well, they added it in there. It's called mixing.
Well, I hope that's not true. That's like finding out the Easter Bunny.
Well, no, but you know what? It is true. Most of the live albums you hear are they go back and they overdub stuff. They mix it. But sometimes they go so far as to basically redo the whole recording totally. But anyway, back to the.
Talk about seeing behind the curtain.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
This is what we want to do with this podcast: is go behind the curtain of rock and roll and discuss.
That's amazing.
So the cover songs. Now, Joan Jett kind of made it on cover songs, and all of her cover songs are better, in my opinion.
Yeah, people don't realize I Love Rock and Roll's a cover song.
Yeah.
She begged the Runaways. She was in the Runaways, which is the all-girl punk rock band from the 70s, had Lita Ford in it. She begged them to do I Love Rock and Roll. And then, we don't know. So when she finally got her solo and got to do it, of course, the rest is history. The song spent 7 weeks at #1.
But that song wasn't a hit the first time. Who originally did it?
I couldn't tell you who originally. It was a very obscure artist.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't
even close to it.
Same thing with Quiet Riot.
Yeah, Come On Feel the Noise. That's a good example of a cover song. Slade, right?
Slade, yeah, and they did 2 Slade songs. They did Mama We're All Crazy Now, and they had the crazy spelling with the Z's. But it was.
They made a whole career on this.
Yeah. Well, listen, Joan Jett kind of made a career on that. She did Crimson and Clover. She did Everyday
Dirty
People.
Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Pretty Vacant. She actually had an album called The Hit List that was all cover songs. And she did Everyday People. She even covered the Mary Tyler Moore theme song.
Now, when was that?
Love is all around.
Was that in the
heyday? I was in college radio. So that was 90s.
That was 90. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the early 80s.
It was still a hit. There's hits and there's hits.
I mean, it didn't compete with Matchbox 20 in '98.
The only huge hit she really ever wrote, well, 2. She had Light of Day from the Light of Day soundtrack.
With Michael J. Fox.
And she wrote, well, actually, Desmond Child and her wrote I Hate Myself for Loving You.
Okay.
Those were original.
So she wrote that with Desmond Child. Did not know that. Now, Desmond Child, that's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole other, yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
But what cover songs are worse than the original?
Mariah Carey singing I'll Be There by the Jackson 5. Horrendous.
Oh, she did Bringing on the Heartbreak by Def Leppard too, which didn't go anywhere.
Anything by Michael Bolton. All his songs are like, he does like sitting on the dock of the bay.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
He always sounds like he's constipated, and I can't stand him. So.
Unless he's riding with Desmond Child.
Right.
Or Diane Warren.
Diane Warren.
Again, a whole nother thing.
But yeah, I don't like any of his. I don't like when you get your Rod Stewarts.
Doing the standards.
Yeah, doing an album of standards. It's just such a money grab. Let's just sing
adult,
old Motown songs.
An adult contemporary money grab.
Right. So I know it's housewife SUV music and it sells, but for me, that's such a sellout. You used to be a rock star. You used to do original material, and now you're just doing an album of standards. Yeah, we have 90 versions of the same song.
Man, why can't he get together with Ron Wood and do a Faces album? I mean, who knows? I mean,
it'd be a lot better. So basically, I guess in closing, I'm not a huge fan of covers. There are some examples where they're better, but I say, especially live, I'd rather hear original music by the band I'm seeing.
Right, and if they are going to do a cover, I like them to do obscure covers.
Yeah.
Like, cover a Van Halen Deep Track. If you're a new band, cover Atomic Punk. Don't cover Panama.
Just to add a caveat at the end, I mean, speaking of Van Halen, David Lee Roth always did great, his solo music, he has great covers of kind of like old, Just a Gigolo, that was Louis Prima. He does Bad Habits, he does really interesting covers.
Right, and originals. I mean, Eat 'Em and Smile.
Absolutely great stuff. But that's another topic for another time, right here with the Frustrated Rockstars.